Hello everyone, we are back again with our program called World Cup Ke Super Group, where we discuss about what's going on in the World Cup. In today's episode, we'll be talking about India versus red hot South Africa. I didn't say red hot India because I wanted to give that much of a leverage to South Africa to start with, but we'll be talking about other games as well. And we have a full house today. All the way from Perth, we got Justin Langer, and we got Jonty Rhodes, who's a South African who's more Indian now, and MSK Prasad, who's sitting somewhere in Mohali. I'm in Mohali as well, but we are in different locations. JL, let me start with you. What a performance by India last night.
They've played such good cricket, haven't they, Vijay? They continue to play great cricket. They've got such a well-balanced team. Not only are they playing well, and Rohit Sharma didn't make any runs for pretty much the first time in the tournament. Everyone else backed it up with the runs, but the bowling attack, I keep talking about India's bowling attack. They've got 5 wicket takers, and Sri Lanka crumbled last night, but the pressure India are putting on the opposition is immense at the moment.
I'll come back to what you just said. You said 2 really important things that we can talk about it, but can't keep Jonty out of any conversation. Jonty, are you happy seeing what you're seeing right now from South Africa?
This is not a green screen because I'm going to be doing some flying over and animated things. And this is a green screen because I'm Go Green. I have a little bit of blue on my shirt here because we know I am a little bit biased when it comes to India. But yeah, I think the only concern for any South African supporter is South Africa batting second. Because other than that, we've been really strong, scoring over 300s. The top order have been really, consistent in their batting.
Oh, Jonty, serious question. Do you think the success of the South African rugby team in winning the World Cup is going to be a great inspiration for South Africa in this Cricket World Cup?
Well, JL, if it's not an inspiration, the South African cricket team need to get their asses kicked because I think the entire country, whether you're a sports person or not, everybody in South Africa, even got the president quite excited. And he's usually a pretty sort of a stoic man and got massive responsibility on his shoulders. So I think it will. It's inspired 60 odd million people in South Africa. And I'm sure the 15-man squad at this World Cup will want to take a leaf out of the South African rugby book, winning the last World Cup.
All right, guys, let's talk about the game. India, South Africa. I think it's the game that everybody is waiting for. Earlier, everybody was saying India, New Zealand, but South Africa, the way they are playing. JL, I'll start from you. Top 3 picks as far as this game is concerned.
Well, such discipline. As South Africa, one of their traits when they're playing their best is discipline. What I am seeing is our own Quinton de Kock. Do you know how excited I am to be coaching in a team in a few months' time that's got Quinton de Kock in there at the top of the order? He is on fire. He's batting brilliantly. He seems to be batting with freedom. And my gosh, he's been brilliant. He's my number 1. I'm going to keep saying it. KL Rahul, our captain. So there's 2 Lucknow men that I'm going to go with. I always believe that South Africa, and to an extent Australia, can be brought undone at times with leg spin bowling. So Indians leg spinner, he could play a big part in this game.
All right, Jonty, over to you.
Who am I looking at? Both teams, A team, South Africa, the green team.
You have to pick 3. You have to pick 3 from even combining India and South Africa together.
Okay, I'll leave India for you guys. I don't have enough blue on today to justify that selection. But, JL spoke about QDK at the top of the order. Quinton has been in incredible form. But I think for Bavuma, he's seen what Siya Kolisi has done as a South African rugby captain. And Themba Bavuma, he wants to lead from the front. He's been one of our premier batters in Test and 50-over cricket for the last 2 or 3 seasons. So I'm calling him the big part of the tournament from now on in. Themba Bavuma is going to start churning out runs. So that's the one. I know, again, JL spoke about the wrist spinners from India, but I think Klaasen is somebody who just pulls the ball from a half volley. I mean, I used to be criticized of pulling half volleys on the lawn in Durban as a hooker of the ball, being short in stature. So I still think Heinrich Klaasen is going to do his magic in that middle order where spin is so important for India. Because I think India have an advantage at the top with their bowling. So South Africa might be under a bit of pressure. I think Klaasen's going to have a big role to play in that game with Bavuma seeing off the new ball. But I want to see Marco Jansen because Rohit Sharma, we know he loves that front foot pull. So the tall left armer, Marco Jansen, going across Rohit, I can see a big top edge coming. So Marco Jansen is my guy with the ball, and Bavuma and Klaasen with the bat.
It's a full house, MSK. So a quick response from you. Your top three picks.
Yeah, to start off with, I think I'll definitely go with Bumrah. Bumrah is one guy who's really putting a lot of pressure, and Shami is also one guy who's really complimenting him. So I'll definitely go with both Bumrah and Shami with regard to the bowling attack. And I'm also looking forward for Prince Gill to continue what he has done the previous game.
Without any explanation, I will pick Kuldeep, I will pick Klaasen, and I will pick Bumrah. That's my three top picks.
So nobody's mentioned the birthday boy then, I see, huh?
And the whole world. Jonty, our second segment, is dressing room diaries. If South Africa is playing, come on, man, split it out. You'll definitely have some more than something.
Well, I don't think it's...
Careful, it's a censored show.
No, I do know that. And I think looking back at South Africa's performances at World Cups, I spoke about myself and Hansie Cronje, the late Hansie Cronje at the '99 World Cup. But I think what I'm so keen to see is that I wasn't at the 2003. I'd broken my finger already, and Graham Smith had replaced me in the squad. And I remember the last game of South Africa played in the 2003 World Cup that we hosted, not for very long. It was against Sri Lanka, and the rain came down. Mark Boucher was batting with Lance Klusener again, and we needed 2 points to go through to the next stage. Sri Lanka just needed one. We tied the game again because we didn't read the Duckworth-Lewis that said to tie the game, you need a certain score. And Mark Boucher thought he had achieved that result. So for me, everyone talks about South Africa being chokers at a World Cup, but just the image that, because obviously as a player who was just in that dressing room 2 weeks before being replaced, and seeing it on television with Sean Pollock as the captain of the side, and that sort of despair on the South African faces, it's something that I know that Themba Bavuma, if he should win this Cricket World Cup, it'll be an amazing catalyst, I think, going forward, not just for the South African cricket team, but for cricket in South Africa.
All right, MSK, anything from you coming in as far as these dressing room diaries are concerned?
Yeah, Vijay, fortunately, I was part of the quadrangular series where India and South Africa played the finals in Kenya. So the previous evening, I just requested Ajay Jadeja that in case 2 wickets fall a little early, I don't know, for whatever reason, if 2 wickets fall early, give me an opportunity to bat at the top of the order. So Ganguly and Sadgopan Ramesh, both of them got out early, and I just stepped in. In fact, Anshuman Gaikwad was our coach. He didn't even know that I'm going at number 4. So first ball, Sean Pollock bowls, and I place an on drive and get a boundary. So I don't know what has really gone inside me. I was just hitting and everything was middling. So got a lovely 60-65. Then there was cramps literally all over the body, and they took me out on a stretcher. So match was completely in India's side. So by the time I gone out and came back, we lost 6 wickets, and eventually I had to go there, and we were some 18 or 20 to win. We got 6 runs. Then Rahul Dravid came as a by-runner. He got run out, and we lost. We lost that quadrangular series. But it was a good game. I still remember that.
Yeah, it was some side at that time.
Yeah,
I can imagine. So, Ajay, anything that you have to tell us? Australia,
Well,
South
Africa. I remember South Africa very well, and Jonty's been on the other side of this because the old bull ring in Johannesburg. My gosh, it's one of the great places in the world to play cricket, unless you're in opposition. You don't want to be the opposition players at the bull ring. It's scary. But anyway, my 100th test match was at the ball ring, and I remember it clear as day. And guess what happened? First ball, I was knocked out cold. My 100th test match, I was knocked out and did not take part in any more of the game. I had this great dream. I was going to play my 100th test match. My family flew over. I had friends from England flew over. Everyone was happy. And the teeny runs into ball, first ball. Bang, hits me in the back of the head. I don't play again. So not only was it, the memory isn't that great, not only the bull ring, which is an absolutely fierce place to play cricket, but also I don't remember any of it because I got very, very badly concussed, and in my 100th test match was out for the whole test match. So that's one of my fond memories of some great memories playing South Africa.
Guys, 3 predictions, all right? Don't sit on the fence.
So 3 wickets for Bumrah.
Okay.
2, minimum 2 for Shami, and I'm expecting and I'm expecting runs from Prince Gill, at least a minimum half century.
Yeah, that's better. JL.
Yeah. My first prediction is Quinton de Kock. He is in the form of his life, and he's going to just break another record and score another 100.
Wow.
And set up an amazing game. That's my first prediction.
Okay.
Prediction number 2. Bavuma, the captain, must lift. And after the success of the Rugby World Cup, South Africa winning it, and the impact it's had on his country, I think Bavuma will have an impact on this game of cricket in one way or another. Prediction number 3. India will win.
Jonty, it's your time for the 3 predictions for India-South Africa games, Matt.
The first prediction is going to be very, very loud. I do know that at Eden Gardens. We've been there and experienced that before. So that's my first prediction. Pretty easy. The second one, Marco Jansen, top edge, Rohit Sharma out. Then another prediction, Rabada is going to get to Shreyas Iyer because he's talking about what's the story with the short ball. There is no story. And Rabada is going to bounce him out. So 2 wickets, short ball pulling. I mean, Rohit Sharma is not going to be a short ball. It's going to be a good length delivery. He's going to try and pull it to the leg side as he has done so successfully. Marco Jansen, bit of extra bounce. It's going to go straight up and Quinton de Kock will catch it. 3 predictions. The first one, it is going to be loud. Very, very loud. Not just because it's Virat Kohli's birthday, but because it's India versus South Africa. Go green!
All right. I have to give it back then. Bumrah getting Quinton de Kock under 25 runs. He's not gonna let him pass 25 runs. My first prediction. You just mentioned about a full house. I see a big scoring game. That's my second prediction as far as this game is concerned. And Virat Kohli getting runs is my third prediction. Getting runs, when I say I won't sit on the fence, he's going to get a minimum of 50 in this game.
Vijay, I want you. Vijay, I need you to be bolder than that.
Tell
Big
me.
prediction, not more than 50. Virat Kohli gets 50 for fun. You're going to come up with what's it going to be? Not just more than 50. How many is Virat going to score?
Now the coach has urged me. I'm going to come with a bold prediction. 50 coming on his birthday. 100 coming on his birthday, JL.
Okay, that's more like it. Let's go big.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for this lovely discussion. I think we'll meet up soon to talk more about it. Till then, bye-bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
Go green!
Go blue.
Blue!